can search for any file on your computer directly from the Start menu. Well, I'm sure you've heard by now that Valley View School District recommends that you start using Google Chrome over Internet Explorer. And in Windows 7, that Google Chrome can be found in the Start menu under All Programs, and then Google Chrome folder, and then Google Chrome. To add Google Chrome to your taskbar, as you see down below, all you have to do is right-click and then choose Pin to Start, Pin to Taskbar. Mine says Unpin from Taskbar because mine already exists there. So you see how mine got unpinned. If I were to do it again, and it's there. I could also take and drag and edit that way as well. If you want Google Chrome to be your default internet browser, from the Start menu, type Default, select Default Programs, select the first option, which is Set Your Default Programs. Select Google Chrome, and then select Set this program as default. Hit OK to save your changes. Goodbye, Internet Explorer. Although we discourage saving files to your desktop, if ever you wanted to add a shortcut to a program to your desktop, it's super simple. Here's how you do it. Just find the program that you want to add to your desktop. For example, maybe my HoverCam Flex software from my HoverCam document camera. Okay, then right-click on it. And if I were to say Pin to Taskbar, as we covered in a previous video, it would be added to your taskbar. But I could also instead go to Send To, and I can send it to my desktop. And now I see I have the HoverCam Flex shortcut added to my desktop. Have you ever been frustrated by trying to work in between two different windows at once? It can be kind of confusing having to navigate back and forth between windows and windows. Well, in Windows 7 what you can do is actually dock two windows, one to the left and one to the right. So I can take this window here, and I click on the title bar and drag it until my mouse cursor touches the left-hand edge of the screen, and then I release. And the same thing with the other window. You'll see that it separates the two windows directly in half. So now I can easily take and drag content from one side to the other. Has this ever happened to you? Where you've opened up way too many windows at once, and all you want to do is get back to the desktop? Well, the easy way to do that is just hit this button that's kind of hidden to the right of the clock in your system tray. It says Show Desktop when you mouse over it. If you click it, you go right to your desktop. Have you ever lost which window you were in? Well, instead of having to search through every single one of these, what I could do is try to find it directly from my icon from the taskbar. If I mouse over it, I can see what windows there are available to me, and if I scroll over any of them, I can see that those become the active window. If I want to see a thumbnail of each of these, what I can do is hold down Alt and then tap Tab, and now I see a thumbnail of all my open windows. And then from here I can mouse over to see to see a full screen of that active window. So now I found the window that I was looking for. If I click on it, it becomes my active window. If I want all of my other windows in the background to minimize, what I can do is click on the title bar of my active window and then shake from left to right. And all of my windows behind are now minimized. If you'd like to open a recent file, all you have to do is right-click on the icon from the taskbar and search for recently closed. For example, I could add Smart Notebook 11 to my taskbar, and if I right-click on it, I can see a list of all my recent Smart Notebook files that I have had open. If there's one of these in particular that I tend to open up more than the others, I can pin that as well, which means that this item will always show up in this list, rather than just being a recent item. Alright, and there's one tool in Windows 7 that, of course, always got the brunt of the jokes by the I'm a PC commercials by Apple, but it's the calculator. But in Windows 7 it did receive a facelift, so this is the typical calculator that we know and love from Windows. But also now if you go to View, you also have a scientific calculator. You can also have a unit conversion, so I can convert angles or any other type of physics or mathematical component. They also have worksheets for those who teach maybe family and consumer sciences, or if you're just interested in doing a mortgage calculation. Is your laptop screen not projecting to your projector and you can't remember what function F key to use? No worries. In Windows 7, all you have to do is hold down the Windows key that's in between your function and Alt key, and then tap the letter P. And then from here, you can choose how you want to mirror your screen. I can duplicate it, meaning the same exact windows that I have open on my desktop will also show on the projected image. I can extend it, meaning I could drag, if I were to drag this over, it would drag all the way onto a second screen as though I had two monitors. Or I could do projector only, where only the projected image will show and my laptop will be black. Personally, I use duplicate. But extend is also nice if you wanted to project something onto your projector to have the kids see, but then you work on something separate on your own laptop. Play around with it, see what you think. Have you ever wanted or needed to take a screenshot? Well, Windows 7 does have a built-in Snipping Tool. You can access it from the Start menu. Me, I've pinned it down here to my taskbar because I use it all the time. When I open up the Snipping Tool, I get this overlay, and all I have to do is click on New, and then my cursor pops up, and I get to choose what I want to take a screenshot of. I can take a screenshot of the entire screen if I were to drag it all the way across, or I can just take a screenshot or a snippet of portions of my screen. So this is a nice way of creating clip art. And you'll see it right here. From here I can save it as a picture file, or I can copy it. And believe it or not, it actually copies it automatically for me. So here I didn't click copy, but in Smart Notebook, if I were to click on Control V to paste, you see that it gets pasted automatically. From here I can also mark up on it if I want to make annotations on it at all. Or I can erase portions of it. I can also send it via email. Snipping Tool.